It is already full of water. Water has no cost. You just water it up. You gotta you have to find a source of water, of course, but like any village or town or city is going to have a source of water or everyone would die. While you're traveling, if you find fresh water, you can refill your barrel. Or if it rains. I would definitely never stick all of you in the middle of nowhere with no rain for multiple days until you died. I said I wouldn't do that. Why would you laugh at that?
You absolutely would. What are you talking about?
Name one time I've done anything like that.
Probably Winter's Edge.
You never even watched Winter's Edge. You can't just say the name of a show I've complained about.
I tried. Man, I'm so confused about this inventory capacity now that the sheet is calculating it.
Don't worry about it. Like I said, there's some stuff that's advanced that it doesn't.
So therefore, if I have a backpack, a blade, and clothes, that's a total of 7. Does that mean I only have room for my backpack for the walking stick and therefore can't actually have it out?
Correct. When you go into combat, you'll have to swap your sword and your walking stick or any combination of things.
No, I mean, what I'm saying is I can't have the walking stick out and be using the backpack.
That's rough.
I'm asking, is that the case?
No. I mean, you should theoretically be able to carry a walking stick and a backpack at the same time.
But according to the inventory capacity situation,
you will have to leave your sword somewhere else. Connor, this is the problem with playing a character who has no carrying capacity.
It just doesn't really make sense to me. That's all. Like,
it's because you're trying to carry a bunch of heavy items when you have a thing that can carry heavy items for you.
I think what he's saying is his clothes take up half of his
Yes,
stuff.
That's true. Yeah.
And then the backpack takes up the rest of it.
Yeah, I guess my point is, like, there's no point in having a backpack.
So he can't carry his walking stick.
All of those are true.
Okay. All right, good call. All right, then.
So then it sounds like you don't think it's a good call, but it's...
Well,
I don't make the rules. You're just very weak.
There's no point in having a backpack, like, on this character.
I agree that is true for this character.
Yeah. That's what I'm figuring out. I mean, that's weird. Come on. I mean, like, I admit that's like a little... That's unique to this game. All right, then I get my money back for that.
Oh, I also, AP, I got a used uncool warm cape.
Okay. Okay. Yep.
I gotta keep it consistent.
Yeah, I agree that is consistent.
I'm imagining the one out of the thrift store. One, that giant fur thing he's wearing.
Perfect. So, for the folks at home wondering about my GM character, I don't start with a benediction, which are really cool things that I can do. But I think I do start with a reveal. So I am Caecilian, the blue dragon. Super blue. Incredibly blue. I get specific blue dragon benedictions, or I can pick from the common benediction list, which is like reverse time. The Ryujin begins with no reveal. All right, so I actually don't begin with a reveal until level 2 or a benediction, so I have no powers right now. I only have one artifact, which I have to pick, and they're weird. So which power do I want to have to can really screw you guys over?
Oh, do we need to buy a book, the leather-bound notebook, for note-taking purposes?
No, it's assumed that you have one for the group, but if you want to buy one for like personal character reasons, you can.
Do we need a quill pen to buy that also?
Yep.
To,
you already have those if for the purposes of the journey.
Okay.
Like you just automatically have it.
Okay.
Can
I have that out at the same time as my walking
force
stick?
all of you to be relatives? The problem is that the blue dragon only has really bad artifacts that are dumb.
Oh, we should also each put a water skin, I assume. Oh no, I guess the barrel has. Well, should we have a water
You
skin?
have the barrel, but you can also get a personal water skin.
I got a water skin. I put it in my travel bag so I could carry it.
I'm gonna add that to the chocobo.
Okay, so on the assumption that Connor will do something to get everyone killed, I have chosen the Crystal of Fate, a crystal which reveals the fate of the travelers. All player characters can survive damage that reduces them as far as negative 20 hit points.
Wow.
You're gonna save us.
My
from
other
certain
choices
doom.
are a ring that forces all of you to start as relative students or disciples, or the ability to become a mascot, and I don't want to do that one.
Relative. What?
Relative students or disciples. You would all have to start knowing each other. I could just make that happen, but I don't want to do that, even though it would be funny. Connor, you look like you're having trouble understanding that. As the game master, I can make things happen using dark draconic powers that you have no knowledge of.
It's just the spacing there to me was weird. Is that a comma between relative?
Yes, relatives, comma,
okay.
students, comma, disciples.
Because I'm hearing the word relative and I'm thinking something that's like this object is relative to that object.
No,
So,
like
yeah.
cousins.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm good. I think I'm ready.
Oh, you think you're good?
I mean, I'm going to save some money for the trip. This is Oregon Trail with anime, right? So
It is how the game is described, yes.
So we're going to need money on the way.
Wait, it's the Oregon Trail?
Yeah, it's Japanese.
We are
Oregon
all gonna
Trail.
die.
Yep.
Of dysentery.
And I'm the game master, so it's going to be terrible deaths.
So worse than dysentery?
Oh, yeah.
What's worse than dying of dysentery?
There probably are things.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can
one-
die on your travels. That's great.
I did lose the Oregon Trail one time because I wasn't able to ford the river. We all drowned in it.
That does happen. I mean, the river is the last part, right? You're talking about that river?
There are several rivers on the original Oregon Trail.
There are a bunch of them, but it was either the last one or I know I was close to the end, so I was very unhappy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so who's still buying stuff?
I am, but that's just because I'm giving that cape back and getting a backpack instead. So I'm just shifting stuff around.
Oh, look at that roll. 2 1s and then 2 6s.
So what was that?
This sheet has a slot for durability, but most things here don't have a
Size is durability.
size. Is size?
No, the size said AP said that the size is the durability, unless the
Yes.
durability is affected
Size
by
is durability.
Oh, I see. Okay.
something I get.
But now I got to take off this hat. Jeez. This poor kid.
He has to juggle all his items around every time he wants to do something. It's tough.
No, he just doesn't have that many items now.
I mean, he's a small, tiny
And
child.
I can carry. Do you need something? Like I have a couple more slots of holding in my backpack, technically.
No, I'm good. I put the instrument in the backpack, or sorry, in the animal chocobo, and that should keep me covered. I either need my walking stick or I need my
How much does your instrument weigh?
3. Is there room for that?
Yes, but now the chocobo is pretty much full. Because the barrel and the chest took up most of the room. And we filled the barrel with the stuff we got from the kit.
Is there room for that rope?
How much is the rope?
I think it was 3.
Easy.
Sorry, rope is 1. Did we only get 1 piece of rope?
I believe so. Yeah, unless we
Yes,
want to get
but
more.
it's 33 feet long. So it's 35 feet of rope. A lot of rope.
Mm-hmm.
There is room for the rope and the instrument, but now the chocobo is full.
Chocobo.
I can hold the rope on my character.
We could also use the barrel for not water.
I think we need water. I like water.
No, I can
I
hold
like
the
water
rope.
too.
I have enough space on my character to hold the rope without messing things up, so I'll put the rope on mine.
I could ditch the walking stick. Does that seem like a good idea?
I think you should, since you don't have a lot of carrying capacity.
Okay.
But I'll still hold the rope.
Okay. Maybe I'll get a shield or something. Well, then I need to go back into this. Sorry, AP.
It's not like I want to actually play this game, Connor.
And we thought the character setup would take an hour.
True. Look, I
Because
got
they
time.
like shopping.
I got time. I set aside a whole 4 hours for this, Connor. It's not like I'm going anywhere. It would be funny if I just got up and walked off one day on the street, though. I think it would be a bit alarming, but...
You guys are complaining way too much. In that case, maybe I'll just have the instrument, or...
Oh, and Cotton probably hasn't even looked at the herb lists.
What?
the list of herbs you can gather
I will save that for when I try to gather herbs.
and what they do.
You could buy them though.
Sure, you can pre-buy them.
I don't have the carrying capacity to be holding herbs. My herb bottle takes up like 3 spaces and it only holds like 2 herbs
boy.
or something like that.
Really?
So I'm leaving it open so that I can collect herbs if I wanted to.
All right, you can take the instrument off the chocobo, so you can add a size 3 to that.
Are you sure?
I will carry the instrument in my hands. Yeah, it's fine. I don't want to be a burden on the chocobo.
Where's the herb bottle? 3 can hold. It doesn't say it can hold. It doesn't say it has a limit.
I thought it had a limit.
It has it blank. Magically keeps up to 10 herbs fresh once
sweet.
open for the first time. The bottle is good for 7 days before it no longer works. So you can't even use it after 7 days.
Now I don't even want it. I thought I could put herbs that I gathered in the bottle.
Yeah, not indefinitely.
Well, I didn't think indefinitely, but
It would be better to like, I don't know. It keeps.
I'm just getting
fresh,
rid of
though.
it. If it takes up 3 and I can't like collect herbs to put in it.
Yeah.
So who's working on what?
I'm good to go.
uncomfortable about the
I'm
silence.
done. I'm just deleting the herb bottle.
Okay.
I'm set.
Yep. I got
All
my
right.
stuff all sorted out. So now I need to put how much money I have left on my sheet.
All right. So, Simon Waters, Rosemary, no last name, and Shadow, no real name provided. All of you have chosen today for your journey. You have heard in town of a man named Tybalt who is looking for novice journey seekers to accomplish a very simple task for him. He is busy working, processing flowers, but he requires a package sent at a post office, which means someone must take his package from him through the nearby forest to the nearby town of Flax, which is large enough to have a post office.
Hey, we just have to be going that direction.
He is waiting to meet you at an inn in the town. It is
That's a
called
bit of good luck.
the Crooked Spire. Why don't you tell me what brings the 3 of you to adventure together, to journey, and take your first steps into adulthood in the world?
Oh.
Well, I was out traveling around performing, and you guys seem to be going my direction.
Yeah, I am going. I'm going that direction. I'm just trying to get away from what is it? The moon
side.
Moon side.
Well, you're on the other side of the world, so you can't get any farther away.
Yeah, I have gotten away, and now I'm like exploring this side, looking for a probably more permanent place, I suppose.
Rosemary, what has brought you to travel this day?
With them?
Yes. Well, your first journey.
Well, I'm gonna go look for seeds.
Perfect. Who is our journal keeper for the day? This is the person who's going to write the first entry in our journal Google Doc that I will later print out and feed to Amore, which is not something I will do. But I will print it out and feed it to the actual Dragon of Fall.
I would volunteer, but I figure people, if they're here to see some drawing, I should probably be doing that. But otherwise, I will volunteer if no one else feels like doing it.
I mean,
everyone will have to do it at some point, but it sounds like Connor's going to take day one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Connor, you must narrate the journey from your character's point of view for today. The three of you enter the inn, where you see your client, Tybalt. He is a man wearing an artisanal smock. He has a tiny mustache shaped like little triangular wedges, and a beard that comes to a sharp point, very well greased. He's a young man, perhaps somewhere between 16 to 20. And it looks like he might have had a hard night of drinking. Perhaps he slept in the bar. He looks a little disheveled, and he is finishing writing a letter which he's attaching to a package which has been packaged in brown paper. And he looks excited when he sees the three of you enter and says, Oh, come over. Are you the ones who will take the journey to take my package to Flax?
That's right. We're heading that direction.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much. Last night I was hitting the hard apple cider a little hard. I have a very weak tolerance. I had 2 whole pints. And I was talking with this wonderful individual. Can't remember very much about them. They had like a gray cloak with a gray hood. Kind of seemed like maybe they had a horn coming out of their forehead. So weird. Anyway, I was talking to them. I know this young woman, she grew up here. Her name is Paris, and the Tybalt looks at Rosemary and is like, well, you're from here. Like, you know who Paris is. She's great. Everything about her is great. She's great. Paris is awesome. So Paris just, she's a knight, and actually she's a knight sergeant. She's in charge of a team of constables, and when she became a knight, she traveled to Irontown in order to practice her trade, and she was promoted. But, I just can't stop thinking about her, and it's really affecting me at work. And then, I was talking to a traveler last night, and I was drunk, and then I just realized, I love her. So I wanted to just send her a token of my love and like a letter. And so there's no post office here, so I just want you to carry it to the nearby town of Flax. They'll, all the instructions are written on here. They'll take it the rest of the way.
That's very nice of you. Yeah. Would you like...
No, it's very nice of you.
That letter to be accompanied by a song at the same time?
Well, you're just taking it to a post office, so I don't think you want to sing it to...
Oh, we're not going to be delivering it to her by hand, I suppose?
No. Okay. There's no need. You don't need to go all the way to Irontown just for this. No.
No problem.
I don't know. Songgrams are always good.
I don't doubt it, but a humble man like me, I couldn't afford the song. And certainly I couldn't afford to pay you to go all the way to Irontown. That's so extreme.
I haven't been there. How far would you say it is?
Pretty far. Some say it's 7 to 8 days travel from here.
I see.
And Irontown is, of course, located at the top of a mountain. So,
oof. Okay, yeah.
Pretty tough traveling up there. I wouldn't ask newbies like you to go up there. No. Just to Flax. I've been to Flax a few times, been to the big town, rode a wagon full of all of the processed flowers we had. Saw them turn it into dyes in the end. Yeah. Yeah, Flax. Heck of a town.
How
He
far
looks
is
around
Flax?
awkwardly. Sorry, what was your question?
How far is Flax?
Oh, Flax is maybe 3 days travel. You'll have to
Okay.
go through the nearby forest.
What have you heard about that forest? I've been...
Well, you know, some people say it's haunted or not to travel through at night, but there's no reports of anyone ever being attacked. There's an inn you can stay at. It's probably a good idea to stay there. Actually, it serves the best apple pie you can find anywhere. It's pretty unique. The inside of it is orange and purple.
Why is it orange and purple?
But listen, if I knew the secret to that, I would steal her pie recipe.
That's fair.
What's it called?
The inn?
Yes.
Just a Chestnut Inn.
Chestnut Inn.
Yeah.
Any landmarks we should be looking for to find it? Or is it just on the road?
It's just on the road.
Okay.
I would not wander off the road in the forest, you know. Again, there doesn't seem to be anything harmful there, but you might spend a few days walking in circles.
Of course. It's easy to get lost in these things.
And I'd prefer my package get there on time. Not that I'm making demands of you, but so look, here's 200 gold, and there'll be another 200 when you come back. After
So
you
what
deliver
are
it to
you
the post
sending
office.
to Professor Love?
Oh, he kind of blushes and turns away, and he's just, you know, this and that.
What's this and what's that?
And now he's kind of making like an awkward wiggling motion. Like maybe he wants to tell you, but he doesn't want to tell you. It's like kind of disgusting and gross movement. Well, you know, just, you know, it's the... Yeah.
I don't think that was an answer, but
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
So he signs his name with a flourish on the letter and then slaps it onto the side of the package and slides it down the bar towards you.
Do I know Paris?
If you say you know Paris, then you do know Paris.
Was she like famous in town?
You know how in Beauty and the Beast, like Belle is well known in town? She's like Belle, but instead of being good at reading, she's good at beating people up.
Oh.
And knowing laws and stuff. Like her becoming a knight was something everyone assumed would happen. Like when she was growing up, everyone was like, she's such a tomboy, it's a phase. And then she hit young adulthood and everyone was like, wow, she's really good with a sword.
So what are you sending her? Like a fancy shield?
You know.
Don't know.
But we don't. Yeah,
And
we
he's
don't
like, oh,
know.
sorry, I have to get to work. All right, thanks, kids. All right. Goodbye. Thank you so much. He's like bowing as he walks away. Thank you. Thank you so much. Have
Seems
breakfast at the inn on
suspicious.
me.
On you. Wow.
Yeah.
It's a small package, I assume.
Yes. It's roughly the size of an internet router.
Okay. I'll put it in the backpack.
Okay. It's size 1. For like
Yeah.
actual reference. Okay. I need everyone to make a condition check as part of our journey. Day 1. It's a strength plus spirit roll.
I put my zoom over my roll 20 and I lost my roll 20.
We have no modifiers to it, so
Unless you have something that will increase your condition, no.
I have a walking stick.
That is for your travel check, not for your...
Okay.
Some of you got better conditioning than others.
who has a plus 12?
Where's the button to roll the condition?
Connor
Do you
used
just click
dark
on this
magic,
little
I
dude?
think. But he did get a 10.
Oh, I gotta take all those off? Okay. I didn't realize those were modifiers. I thought it was.
I don't
thought
know
I was
what
trying
you're doing.
Well, I put in my strength plus spirit.
Right. To do what?
That's a modifier like section. So let me take it off.
Oh, see, look, I did it, and I got a critical roll. Get wrecked, everybody.
Where's
Holy
the
shit.
button for condition?
So good.
It's under class.
Oh, okay.
I'd
No,
say
stats.
it's under stats.
Nope.
It's under stats. There, you'll see it says journey rules, travel, direction, and camp. Underneath that are a number of extra roles, including condition.
Yep.
Okay, let's take a look. Condition. Okay. Did all of you get full sleep last night?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. Seems like you were all okay. No one rolled a critical success except for me, but I wasn't supposed to roll that, even though I'm amazing. Some of you are feeling good. Some of you are feeling better than others. Connor.
Mm-hmm.
Simon.
I'm real excited.
Simon is actually feeling great.
Yeah.
He's feeling so good that for the rest of the day, one of his stats is temporarily increased by 1 size.
I get to pick.
Yep.
That's a dice size.
Yep.
Okay. I will increase my int.
Very well.
Increase your strength and carry more for 1 day.
Yeah,
Sure.
I was thinking about that. I'm like,
No, it's just a dice size. It's not the.
That's true. It wouldn't. Talk to me about getting ready to travel when you're traveling. What do you want to do from here? You've got your package. Have you said goodbye to everyone in town?
I'm a traveler, so I don't really know that many people in town.
Okay. You're not going to go take your melodica and play a goodbye song? Play Zelda's Lullaby on your way out of town?
I mean, what was the
My favorite melodica song.
What was the how busy is this town? Would it be that there will be a lot of street?
There
street
are
performers?
hundreds of people. They're not. You're probably the only street performer in town right now.
Maybe I was performing at the local inn like a few days while I was here.
Yes, there is exactly one whole inn here, actually.
Okay.
You know, a lot of people just go out, they plant flowers and harvest them, and then turn that flower into something that can be prepared to be turned into dye and transport it. And then, of course, you need everybody to make food so everyone here can live, and all of the other minor things you need in order to support a village that does stuff.
Right.
So everybody's pretty hard workers here.
I'll say goodbye to my family before I leave.
Okay.
Do you want us to come with you?
Would you like to meet my family? To say goodbye to them?
Sure.
Yeah, why not?
I'll take them to say goodbye.
I'm sure
to
your
my
family would like to know who you're traveling with,
Yeah, that makes sense.
considering how young you are.
So, when you arrive at your house, your dad is outside sitting on the porch with a crossbow that's loaded.
Straw in the mouth.
He walks forward and adjusts his sun hat and he says, "Honey, you ready to go?
Yep.
Now, I know you and the rest of these fellas bought this chocopo from me. I want you to believe in the power of Wallace here. He's a little old and he's a little slow, but he'll get you to where he's going. Can I talk to the two of you over here?"
Of course, sir.
Yes, sir.
And he walks, got the crossbow out in front of him, takes you guys around the side of the house and puts a hand on Shadow's shoulder and says, "Now look, I want to thank you for looking after my daughter. Okay,
It is a
I was
pleasure.
worried one day she'd go on a journey, get herself killed by dogs in the woods. Now you just make sure nothing happens to her, or I'm going on a journey to find you. Answer some
Understood.
questions.
Yeah.
You know, back
Absolutely.
in my day, they used to call me Rick the Dragon Slayer.
So you slayed dragons?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what kind of dragons?
Bad dragons.
On the moon side?
No. Bad dragons over here. Now, look, I heard you're from Moonside, so I'm not judging you. I know things are a bit different over there, but just know that I'm a hard man.
Oh, I understand.
You shifty, penniless music player. What are your intentions towards my daughter?
I mean, just keep her company.
He doesn't seem to like that. As long as you keep your distance, and the dragons bless your union, and you ask permission. Now, son, I'm not going to judge you just because you're penniless and shifty, weak-looking, and you carry a musical instrument. But one of these days, you're going to have to get a real job. A steady, paying job. So just keep that in mind once this journey's over.
Well, it's done me well so far. I don't see why they wouldn't continue.
He puts a hand on your shoulder and says, "You're just a boy. One day you'll have to be a man. Artists like you aren't capable of caring for themselves. You're not able to pull in the kind of money that you need to run a family." Musical
not looking to
artists.
settle down right now. I mean, just beginning my journey.
Okay. All right. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Right. Your journey is going to continue away.
Absolutely.
Good man.
Well, I want to get to Wyndham. That's where I'm looking to go.
Perfect. That's pretty far from here.
Yeah.
In a whole different kingdom. All right,
don't
son.
worry, sir.
You're good to go.
You can trust us to take care of your daughter.
He leans back around the house and goes, "Good luck, honey. I'll see you next week. Come back soon."
Bye.
All right. Don't do too much herbs. He shrugs as he walks in the house. He goes, "I know how the kids are. You go on the journey, start doing the herbs."
Don't mind him.
He seems like a very nice man.
He is usually.
But do you have any herbs? I haven't tried them.
She's like, "Yeah, I got some for foot fungus. You want to smoke it?"
Not currently.
Okay. All right. I'm cool.
Wallace, your Chocopo, comes up and like nudges you, looking for food. You did remember to buy animal feed, right?
I did, but it said that they graze most of the time.
All right, it's nudging you for food anyway. You don't have to give him animal feed. You can just like direct him towards delicious food.
I direct him towards delicious food.
All right, he begins pecking away at the ground. You can see he's loaded with like a ton of stuff on his back. He's pretty weighed down, you know. He's got the reverse jointed legs are really bent.
It's leg day.
Every day's leg day when you're Wallace the Chocopo.
Oh, that should be on a shirt.
Connor is gonna design the first wave of merch for the new Apgamingreal store.
Every day is leg day when you're Wallace the Chocobo.
Look at Connor
I
trying
buy
hard
it.
to design hands. That's commitment. What's next?
Oh, he
What
said
time is
bye
it?
to the family. Yeah, what time is it in the day?
Morning. Early morning. Yeah.
Well, this place isn't gonna get any closer, and if we want to hit the inn before sunfall, we should head out.
I would agree.
Let's
Are
go.
any of you activating morning abilities before you leave?
What are those?
Some
Oh,
of you
can I
have
go
them.
search for herbs?
You can.
I go and search for herbs.
Okay, so
then.
you're using your herb gathering.
I will use my herb gathering.
All right.
And my hunt specifically says before camp. I can't do that in the morning, right?
Correct. That's at the end of the day.
Right.
you need to make a strength plus int roll versus the local topography, and the local topography is grasslands, and the weather today is calm, so it's a 6.
Ooh, I got a 5.
So you do not succeed. You go out looking for herbs. No herbs around here. You find one, but Wallace immediately eats it.
Dang it, Wallace.
Wallace starts to look at you and says, "Quee."
He's a hungry fellow, isn't he?
Yeah, I suppose so. There was the herb. If you still want to try it, it's in his belly.
I'm good. I'll wait.
Before you make a travel check, Connor, would you like to activate your music? So you can only do this once per scenario, but once per scenario you can create a new song. So whenever, right now, the song you could make is either a grassland song or a calm song. And when you play that song, if it matches the current conditions, like if you travel in a grassland in the future or if you travel during calm, you can play that song and give everybody in the skill +1 bonus to their next travel check.
Are travel checks individual, or is it?
They are individual.
They are individual, and
so if you want to learn a song
mm-hmm.
for grasslands or calm, now is the time to do it.
I want to
if you want to hold it for, like, let's say forest later or different weather types, you can wait until you encounter those. Now, this is just once a scenario, so like after this scenario ends, you'll still know that song, but you can learn a new song, a second song.
When you say scenario, you mean session? Or day?
Not day, session, basically.
Session, okay.
This session will end when you reach Flax and deliver your letter.
Okay.
So you could learn one on the way back.
Correct.
Okay. So in that case, I will do calm.
Okay.
Now.
Yeah, tell me the name of the song and tell me about it.
It is a...
So their examples are like, when you're in the rain, you might, in a rainy grassland, you might learn Rain Song or Ballad of the Grasslands, but you couldn't learn Desert Rumba, right? Because you're not in a desert, so you can't. You could learn Rumba of the Grasslands. You just make up a song title based on. He's gonna make the Calm Maruzuka. Everyone is going to dance to it.
It's an upbeat song. Let's see. I'm trying to think of into a world of illusion
with featuring DJ Wallace.
It's gonna be called Into a World of Illusion.
Into a World of Illusion.
Yes.
Okay, Into a World of Illusion. Are you literally just looking at Final Fantasy tracks?
Nope.
Are you looking at Suikoden tracks?
Yes.
Okay, there we go. I knew I'd get it by the third try. All right, so write down that you learned Into a World of Illusion and that it will give you a +1 on calm when you use it correctly. So
when we do that, if it were to work correctly on our stats page, we would add that 1
correct
to the roll. Like,
so first,
yeah.
He needs to reduce his hit points by 1 because singing the song hurts him.
Okay.
It's just tiring, I guess.
Yeah.
And then you need to make a topography roll, which is your dex plus spirit versus a 6. And then I'm going to hear sample lyrics and or music from this song.
Topography. Wait, let me just get to the topography modifiers.
It's dex plus spirit. Just work on that.
Okay, dex plus
and
spirit.
The answer is 6 is the number you're looking for.
I'm just looking at the sheet for the roll. That's all.
It's not going to be on there.
Okay.
There's no example for
should.
dex plus spirit. Music actually is right here under minstrel checks, so it's below everything else. It's at the bottom of your sheet.
Yeah. Mine already has the hunter check, so your minstrel check should be there too, like right under your skill stuff.
That seems to be saying int plus int.
No, that's knowledge of tradition. Go to the right. Yep.
Oh, it says plus 14.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's not correct. But he managed to get a +9. So
Yeah.
you were successful. Everybody gets a +1 to their next roll.
Woohoo! Good job.
On their condition checks, or on their journey checks. So,
All right.
let's jump back to that. Well, let's talk about what this song sound or looks like.
It's an upbeat song. It's kind of well, he's playing it on
It's upbeat, but I would point out that children's, songs can be upbeat, but the things that they're talking about are like the Black Plague and everyone dying. So, ashes,
true.
ashes, we all fall down.
I wouldn't call that an upbeat song.
Kids seem to think it's upbeat.
They do. It's very popular.
Yeah, Connor. So you're saying it's upbeat, so I'm following that so far. Tell me a little bit more about it.
I mean, how do you describe music? That's really hard for me.
Give me a similar track. Give me what it sounds like.
I did. It's the name of the song.
You can't just do that. No, you have to give me. You can't just name it after a song. Oh, Connor. I guess you do that, but I'm not gonna go listen to the Sweet Coding soundtrack to know what this sounds like. Give me a song that people would know of.
I don't.
House of the Rising Sun by Five Finger Death Punch.
No, that's way too. This is. I mean, he's only got one instrument, right? So he doesn't have like a whole band backing him up.
That's what the magic is for.
That's what the magic is for.
It's
I do not.
It's the
know.
One Punch Man song, but only on the keyboard, no lyrics.
I mean, what I should have done is prepare like my music knowledge, but I'm just terrible at this kind of thing. I mean, I can only imagine the song.
You literally picked a terrible character to play.
I could try. Oh man, I didn't memorize that song for this session.
I'll tell you what, Connor. If you want to learn how to describe music being played, read the King Killer Chronicles Book 1, The Name of the Wind. Patrick Rothfuss literally is just like, all right, I am going to describe a multi-hour-long ballad for you.
This song sounds like the wind playing atop the trees. And
hearing whooshy noises.
Birds are flying through that wind. That's what it sounds like. Exactly.
It's literally the Legend of Zelda that made theme.
I mean, if that's what you thought of,
theme.
I did a good job.
I heard part of this thing, and it sounds like the opening of any video game, like when you're on the loading menu.
Yeah, it is. It's the first intro song. It's us starting our journey. So that's what I was thinking.
Good. Our intro needs to be like Wild Arms 2, where the anime gets progressively more violent as the game continues. The intro changes. God, that was the best part of that game, which I think is saying a lot about the game.
When we try to do a peaceful game about making pizza.
Yeah, don't talk to me about it, Cotton.
Hey,
don't talk to me about that.
Violent.
Between the
it
two
was
of
the
us,
one nice person in the game, and everybody else ruined my character's life.
Yeah. What do you
Actually,
got,
I realized, Cotton, the actual song I'm thinking of is the beginning theme song, not the World of Illusion. So if you're listening to it, that's the track.
John, what did you have?
Oh, I was just saying we could totally make a pizza game between the two of us.
I already did it.
Oh,
it ended up being about kidnapping, child sacrifice, and murder.
I mean, that's about.
I was fucking shocked. Yeah. I was like, "Wow, we're not making pizza anymore. We're enslaving children off the streets and sacrificing them to dark sorcerers."
It sounds
you
about
like
right.
made their outlaw hideout with the kidnapped children in my house.
The dwarf built an extra dwarf hole under your house. Yeah, it was so weird.
I just wanted to make bread. My character was a baker.
Let's see how each of you does today. How peppy you are on your travels. It is a travel check. It is your strength plus your dex, and the difficulty is 6. All of you get to add 1 to this because you are upbeated by the opening video game music of this particular world.
What does my walking stick do for this?
Your walking stick will give you
Close
plus
my
1
thing. Okay.
on this because it's easy terrain.
So she should have +2 then.
Correct.
Oh,
The theme of this
rolls are
world is
terrible.
called Tolgero. The Song of Tolgero.
Did I miss travel in here?
So
Is it with
well,
the condition and everything?
Travel
It's just
is
stats.
in the middle of stats.
Oh,
It has its own
okay.
bar. There are 3 things: travel, direction, and camp.
I see it now.
Yep.
so I have well traveled. Gives me +1 to journey checks, travel, directions, camping checks. Always effective. So does that mean I get +2 total?
+2.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. All of you pass. Talk about how you pass your day going across the grasslands. There's a simple chocobo wagon road cutting through fields of wheat, small babbling brooks they're not large enough to get a bridge over, but you have to get your feet wet a little bit. Flowers everywhere of rare colors: orange, purple, dark blue. It's called indigo. Pink, all over the place. Rolling hills filled with that crap in every direction.
All right. Has my character seen that?
No.
Really?
Nope.
No.
The moon side is very different than the sun side.
Yeah. Then I'm definitely taking in the beauty for sure, while half keeping an eye on Simon and his intentions.
So, like, if there's ever a sort of opportunities to like jump, like say if there's like a collection of rocks, I mean, this character is going to be hopping across rocks at high energy
While playing the
there's, like-
melodica.
Yeah, exactly. And if there's like fence posts, he's sort of hopping between fence posts, like sort of,
Oh boy.
yeah.
Parkour musician.
I think there's a farmer that sees you walking on his fence post and he's about to shake his fist at you and tell you to get down, but then he hears your music and goes, huh.
It sounds pretty fun. Yeah. And otherwise, sort of moving along pretty briskly.
What about you, Rosemary?
I think Rosemary's just kind of like leading Wallace through and hoping he doesn't eat all the flowers.
Wallace grazes along the way. Stalks of wheat, grass, tiny bugs, flowers. He's one of those people that snacks, every 30 minutes, never gets really a big meal in, but is constantly eating something.
I think she's pretty used to the surroundings around here, so it's not like she's
She's just like, this is totally
staring
normal,
at
guys.
it or anything.
Everyone's like, this is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. And she's like, this is totally normal, guys. She's gonna go to her regular grasslands and be like, whoa, there's so much nothing everywhere.
Look at the grass!
It's so grassy. I've never seen this grass. Now, you may have traveled well, but the question is, did you travel in the correct direction? Your mapper must decide this by making a direction check using int versus difficulty 6.
All right. Well, that means I have 2 d8s, right?
I
got this,
think that
Connor.
John is the mapper.
I am not. I'm the leader.
That's right.
he's the
Connor,
mapper.
you are the mapper. Good luck.
I'm the mapper.
I will assist him though, because it says that we can assist.
You can give him a +1 by assisting.
Yep.
I'm just
But
wondering.
you
should
need
I
to, in order for
cast
that to
my
happen,
spell?
you need to make the check at versus difficulty 5.
Can I attempt to
Oh.
assist?
Only 1 assist.
Wait. So what? So the difficulty goes up if I assist?
No, you will make a check versus difficulty 5
Oh, to see if I can
to
assist.
see if you can, to see if you're good enough to even provide assistance. And it's int.
Yep.
It's not too bad. Yep. Okay. So you have a +1.
Right. Yeah, I don't think I need to cast a spell for this then.
No, you should have. What? You already had a +1, so now you should be +2.
I mean, I'm D8 plus. No, I don't have a +1 otherwise.
You have a +1 from your walking stick.
I don't have a walking stick.
Then you do not
No,
have a
but
+1.
didn't he said he had an ability that gave him +1 on all journey?
Well traveled.
You're right.
Yeah,
Yes.
well traveled.
Okay, so that's
this is
total
a
of +2.
direction check. So
But I also get it from my direction checks.
okay, then
Yeah,
you
he
get
said he
it. So you
gets
have
it
a
for
+2
all
now.
3 of these. He also gets it for camping.
I'm gonna post it to you so you can see it, and then I will roll. Here you go.
That is a success, but not a critical. 13. You successfully find your way to the edge of the chestnut forest.
Wait, hold on, AP. That didn't roll with my D8s. It rolled with 2 D6s.
It rolled a D6 and a D6. You're correct.
So, it's not using my int dice.
It would be. Did you change your int dice?
I have two D8s right now because I got that bonus from the earlier check.
You've done it. You did it the incorrect way. Your
Okay.
base is a D6, correct?
Yes.
And then your current should be an 8. You made your base a D8 and your current a 6.
Oh,
You did
I
it in
see.
the reverse order. So
My
change that 6 to an 8,
Yeah.
and I'll let you re-roll. Still no critical, but definitely a strong success. It's a 14.
Cool.
You find your way to the edge of the forest. You don't have enough time to make it into the forest this day. And in fact, you know that the forest will be long enough that you're probably going to have to camp out in the middle of the forest tomorrow.
We're nowhere near the inn, huh?
That's correct. The inn is a full day inside. As you're here, bedding down, you can see that many travelers have set aside. You're far past the limits of the village, so there's no like marked off fields here. The ground beside the road has been beaten down in a sort of circle beside the road to make for a flat camping area. It's not like it's been paved or anything. It's just that many people have used this area quite often. It's got a kind of weathered feel to it.
Right.
You can see that there are also several trees in the area that help block the wind while not totally obstructing the view. There's several fire pits already pre-made. What do you say as you pull in and your Chocobo Wallace just beds down? You can see that there's a nice mark. Wallace has probably been here before with your dad.
There's no one here.
Correct. There's no one here currently.
Empty campsite.
Yep.
Yeah, we should definitely utilize this potentially.
Yeah, this is a good spot.
Wallace seems to recognize it.
Yeah.
Wallace makes Chocobo noses, as you mentioned his name repeatedly.
Does your family ever travel to Flax to sell flowers?
My dad travels.
Yeah. So maybe he has taken
Wallace.
Wallace here.
He could have.
Awesome. Well, this seems like a nice spot to settle down.
Tell me how you set up the camp.
I will hunt instead of set up camp.
Okay. Tell me about your hunt.
Well, we're at the edge of the forest, right?
Correct. You could hunt in the forest or in the grasslands.
Yeah, I'll go slightly. I'll go slightly into the forest.
Okay.
But not too far to like keep an ear on kids if I have to. But I'm like hunting for like the small game that I can catch.
Okay. Just know that in the forest, it's going to be more difficult to hunt.
Oh,
because it has
yeah.
a higher target number.
Gotcha. Then I'd probably stay in the grasslands then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make your check. Dex plus int. Difficulty is 6.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
you hunt
no.
nothing.
Yep, get nothing. It's okay. It was worth a shot. We still got our rations.
You come back with nothing in hand. You've wasted your time, but it felt good. It was good to get out and hunt in a place where no one tried to kill you in the middle of the night.
Sorry, I pushed a thing.
Who is setting up the campsite for the night?
I'm pretty well traveled. I've been around the block, so to speak, so I will happily tend to setting up camp.
Okay, it's camping check. Dex plus int. Difficulty 6.
And
have
as I'm setting up camp,
tents. Does anyone have sleeping gear?
I thought we
I
had
have a sleeping bag and a pillow.
Do you have sleeping gear?
I thought we had a tent. I thought the tent like sort of covered that.
The tent covers the tent.
Okay.
All right, so you have a
Then-
-1 because you have enough tents, but you don't have enough sleeping gear.
Okay. -1 to the
check. So it'll.
the check.
Yep.
Okay, it'll cancel out my 1.
Yep. You're gonna try to
And
make it
as
comfortable.
I'm doing that, I'm also taking a look around the forest and trying to remember if I've heard anything about the forest.
You're making a knowledge check.
I'm making a knowledge of tradition check. Yeah,
You want to do that before the camping check?
that's up to you.
No, it's literally up to you.
I will do the camping check first.
Okay. Good luck. That is a success, but not a critical. At the start of the next day, each character's current hit points are doubled up to their max and your MP is fully restored. Your night will pass safely. Even though, Simon, you don't have camping gear, you and Shadow get a nice comfortable spot. You manage to maybe bunch up some of your equipment to make a good pillow and blanket situation. I don't know, maybe you use the Chocopo saddlebag as like a makeshift bunk for today.
Maybe they sleep inside the tent with us, and we all cuddle up together.
It's a three-person tent.
It's super cute.
It's a 3-person tent. But yeah, sure. 2 of you are kind of young, and
well,
Wallace is big, but Wallace, warms everybody up.
Wallace sits at the opening for the tent, and then sort of we
His
have
soft
our backs.
Chocopo feathers provide.
No, we could unzip the sleeping bag and lay it out flat, so it's like one big blanket.
Amazing. Yeah, it's very fluffy and very soft everywhere. It's perfect.
Yeah.
You'll recover your 1 hit point that you lost.
So you said we have double hit points?
You
it's
recover double your
max.
HP until up to your max.
Okay.
So like if you were only at 2 health, you'd only get 4 back.
Correct.
Well, you'd be at 4.
But you will regain however much you get, but you can only go up to your max. So
yeah.
So if I had 7, I would have got 14.
No. What's your maximum? 8?
8. Yeah.
Okay. So let's assume that you had 16 hit points. The answer to that would be yes. But you have 7, so you'll go up to your maximum, which is 8.
Right. But if let's say my max was, let's say I had 7 HP and my max was 16.
Yes, you would go up to 14.
Okay. Gotcha.
It means that people with low hit points take a lot longer to heal than people with high hit points.
Yeah, I like that.
It's math. Let's make your knowledge check, Mr.
Okay.
Smart Guy. Int. And what are you looking for knowledge about?
See if I've ever heard anything about the forest.
Interesting.
Take off that 1.
The people you have met on your travels have taught you their old songs and legends. You have learned a great deal about the world this way. Anytime you come across something interesting. Okay. You are 13 on what you're trying to learn interesting things about the forest.
Yeah, if I've ever heard any stories about this forest, or like if it's a storied forest, or if it's just a regular forest, then I don't know anything, I suppose, right? What I would hear having traveled some distance away.
So, you have heard a story. So this forest was unoccupied until about 20 years ago. The trees here were all chestnut trees, and the forest was a little darker, a little harder to travel. They said that there were some wolves in the area from time to time. Occasionally people would be attacked. Nobody really died, but, it was more difficult to go to Flax from... What did we say the name of the first town was?
Petalwood, I think.
You're the one that made it up, Cotton.
Well, I think it was Petalwood.
Petalwood.
Yeah,
Yes, Petalwood. And back, the travel was more difficult. But from out of nowhere, an elderly woman arrived and with a handsaw, just began building an inn in the middle of the woods. And every time she finishes a room, she adds another room on, with a very modular building style that no one had ever seen before. With her, she had brought, and I wrote this down before Cotton made her character, she brought an unusual species of trees, which she planted around, which make very sweet apples, which is why the Chestnut Inn in the Chestnut Forest is very famous for its apple pie. And as she's been there for a while, old travelers, and you know how old people are, you never really know if they're all there, if they're telling the truth. And again, I'm framing this because you're 16 years old and you don't trust old people when you're that young.
Perfect.
They say the forest has gotten brighter with her around, and there are no attacks anymore. Everyone travels in safety at the Chestnut Inn.
Well, I'm looking forward to this apple pie. I haven't had that in a while.
I've
And
heard
so
it's
I'm gonna-
amazing.
Pretty sure they don't even have apple pie on the moon side.
They have
Yeah, right.
apples, but they're mostly used to poison princesses with.
Yeah.
People fight wars over apples.
And princesses.
Yeah, of course.
Yep.
Do you all do anything at the end of the night before you go to sleep? It's been a long day's travel. First day together. Didn't spend a lot of time talking. A lot of time listening to melodica.
So where do you guys come from?
Well, I come from the moon side.
The land down under.
A land down under. It's a very dark and not happy place. I wouldn't recommend going there, especially at your age.
How old do you think I am?
You're young. You're like a little kid.
How old? I am not a little kid.
How old did
Yeah, who
she
you call
say?
little?
How old did she say she was?
17.
17. That's like a kid.
I mean, you didn't even know what this forest was.
Well, of course I didn't. I'm not from here.
such a well-traveled person don't know anything about the area.
Well traveled on the other side of the planet.
I'm sorry, my headphones stopped working for about 30 seconds.
All you missed was him being a 16-year-old boy.
Yes.
Did he call you old?
Yeah, he was giving me crap for not knowing about a forest that I wouldn't know because I traveled the other side of the planet.
He's calling you young. It's like, wow.
Well, you're even younger.
How old are you?
Me or
You.
him? Which you?
You, as you.
Oh, I'm 22.
Well, you haven't settled down yet. This is your first journey, huh?
Well, I mean, I had a life on the other side of the planet. I just didn't like it, so I left, and so I'm exploring over here so that I can start a new one.
What's it like over there? I haven't been.
It's terrible. I wouldn't go. lots of violence. Lots of violence.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of death.
How far did you have to travel to get here? To this side?
AP, how far would I have had to travel to get here?
You can't travel here. Dragon has to fly you over here.
You met a dragon?
Yes, I did.
What was its name?
What was it? What was the dragon's name?
The dragon's name was Caecilian, the blue dragon.
Caecilian, the blue dragon.
Was he
What was-
nice?
He brought me here from a terrible place. I consider that nice.
Have you ever heard about other people traveling with a dragon to the other side? I mean, that seems like I haven't heard that, but too many people that have done that.
Yeah, it's not a common thing, but it happens.
Mm-hmm. What about your family? Did you bring any of them with you?
No, I mean, like I said, it's not a great place over there.
Mhm. So you wouldn't bring
my
your family?
Well, it's not that I didn't want to. I just couldn't bring my family because
Oh, that's terrible.
yeah,
As a
things.
kid
Yes,
traveling alone.
Yeah.
Well, my family's, they're safe at home. They sent me on my journey. They gave me some money to send me away. So I mean, who knows? Maybe I was just annoying them with my music, but I mean, they're still there if I ever need to go back.
No, I hope my family's still there.
Family's fine too, Met my dad.
Yeah, you seem nice.
He did seem like a good guy.
Yeah.
You missed my 5 older brothers, though.
Oh,
Wow.
They're probably busy picking flowers and stuff.
Picking flowers.
And life's so different on this side of the planet. Flower picking and playing your music, parkour on fences. Nobody shoots you over it.
Flowers?
I mean, I suppose you could, but bad things happen if you do.
You don't play music?
Right. Again, I suppose you could, but bad things might happen if you do.
Like what?
Well, death. And people kill people over nothing.
People kill people over picking flowers?
I'm sure they do. It happens over there.
I'm surprised anyone lives over there, really. I mean, if you have the choice to be here or there, who would choose there?
I agree completely.
It's terrible.
I'm sure there's some good over there.
Well, yeah. I mean, I like my family, and like there aren't all bad people there. There's just a lot of chaos and some bad people that make things not great.
Who's doing all this killing? Like,
Is there like some major like villain king person?
There are many. I don't know that there's any that are specifically villainous, but it's not like it's Game of Thrones over there, but it's more like traditional European fantasy, kind of witchery, perhaps. Yeah. You know, it's the hard mode.
Gotcha.
I mean, the dragons over there are literally the dragons of war and betrayal, so. I would say that probably the one that everybody hates is King Steve, the randomly biased. He's known for that because he makes decisions without trusting any judgment. He just chooses things at complete chaoticness.
Tell him about that guy then.
King Steve, the randomly biased. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an interesting name.
Yeah. So what about you guys? You Simon, you said you wanted to go to this city?
Yeah, Windham. That's right. I just heard wonderful things about it. Like, everyone says this is the place to go to if you really appreciate music. So, I mean, I couldn't quite describe to you how they make it work, but it seems like whenever you go there, you hear music played this one place. It doesn't really matter what it is. It's going to sound beautiful.
Oh,
so I want to
cool.
experience that.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds amazing.
I mean, if I could ever play there, that would be incredible. But just going there and seeing it and experiencing it, that would be magical as well.
You go there, you could play there because you kind of play as you walk.
That's true.
It's just a matter of, I don't know if they let anyone play there. I mean, it's probably a pretty special place. Who knows?
It is a special place. You'd have to be a very well-traveled musician with a lot of good songs under your belt to play at some place like the Windham Grand Orchestra.
So I could never assume to be able to play there. I mean,
I
one
would say
day
he goes in there. Yeah. Thousands have gathered to listen to him play one song. They keep asking him for an encore. Women are fainting in the front row as he walks on stage, Michael Jackson style.
I don't know. You seem to be the best musician that's come to Petalwood that I remember.
That's not really saying much, to be honest.
That's very kind of you. I mean, I really appreciate you saying that. I mean, I got some chops, but I definitely met some players where I'm from that were really good, and I mean, they blew my socks off.
You're also the only musician that's come to Petalwood, but I'm sure you're really good. You seem
wait till you see some of these some other folks, and then you could make a judgment.
And what about you, Rosemary? You're collecting seeds, but what's the intention?
I'm gonna collect rare seeds of herbs and plants and start my own garden of, rare fauna. I'm trying to
what?
make rare flora.
Oh, rare fauna. I thought you
Rare
said where.
flora.
I thought you said where, and like as in like a werewolf.
Rare. I have trouble with my R's. I am
That's
sorry.
okay. I just misheard you.
This, some of them that you can like grind together and make very potent healing flasks that I can give to people and help them out.
That's really cool.
Do I know of any place where, like, have I heard of any place that might have those kinds of herbs? AP?
Yes. I mean, there are rare herbs in every possible terrain.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I say in this forest then.
Yes. For one thing, you're in the grasslands, not the forest quite yet.
I thought we were
yes.
in the forest.
You're at the edge, right on the borderline, and that's where you're going to stay.
Okay.
For now. Na-na-na-na-na. So the herbs are on page 70 in the book.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see that each of them has a specific terrain that they grow in.
And would we all have this information? Like, would we know it?
You would know that herbs exist.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you don't know about the more specific ones.
Did you manage to spot any while we're out here in this grassland, or?
No. The only one I found, Wallace ate.
Yeah. Well, I probably
I didn't
needed it.
even get a chance to identify what kind of herb it was.
Maybe we need to hold the reins on him while you go searching.
Wallace makes a quay noise and then pecks at Simon.
Hey, what are you doing? And I scratch him behind his ear, I
I
guess.
think the pecking means he likes you, or he thinks you're food, but probably likes you.
Could be both. Could be
both.
delectable. Yeah, I kind of scratch between the eyes, I guess. That might be a good spot for a chocobo.
Sure.
Like a cat. Cats like it between the eyes, like that.
Yep, that's exactly how chocobos work.
Okay. I mean, I'm
They're
just
cats.
trying to...
They're just big cats.
Sure. I never had a bird. I don't know where they like to be pet.
We had some birds at the pet store that like to be pet, like, from their beak straight up around their head.
Okay. If I could...
And the few chickens I've petted, like, their beak straight up or, like, around their little cheekbones or their little comb thing.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, I think I might tuck in for the night and get ready for tomorrow. Hopefully we make it to the inn.
What do you mean, hopefully we'll make it to the end?
Yeah, we are at the end, aren't we?
Nope.
No, we're in tent.
We're at the
You're in
edge.
a tent.
Well,
Oh yeah, we're at the. That's right.
I mean, something might impede our way, like if there's some kind of path that's blocked. I mean, I don't know. I just,
Oh, you
there's
mean make
nothing
it to the end
guaranteed.
tomorrow?
Yes, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotcha. I thought you meant, like, make it to the inn at all.
Yeah, I mean, by the end of the day tomorrow.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah,
We could get some apple pie.
that's right. So I guess I tuck in.
Yeah,
Good night.
I will as well. And say
So
good
will
night.
I.
Okay. Wallace is very sad because no one said goodbye to him.
It was like a
But he's
universal
sleeping
good
with
night.
us, isn't he?
Yes,
Yeah.
but no one said goodnight to him.
Oh,
Good
I'll
night,
give him my
Wallace.
pillow.
Wallace is a very
sleep with, by
intelligent
the way.
bird.
If we're like,
You are using him as a pillow, so.
yeah, if I'm losing him as a pillow, I'll give Wallace my pillow.
I want you to know that Amore steals half of my bed and tries to use my pillows, and I would never give her one of my pillows without a battle. That cat needs to know that pillows are for humans, not for cats. She has a cat bed made specifically for cats.
A cat tries to sleep on my pillow, and I hate it because she, like, attempts to suffocate me in the middle of the night, or she'll chew on my hair.
Yeah. All this sounds like a Mori. Not the hair chewing, just the trying to kill me.
Oh, I hate
Yeah.
the hair chewing the most.
When you wake up the next morning, there's an early fog rolling out of the forest. It seems that your good travels so far might be slightly impeded. The forest is dark and cool and damp. It'll be more difficult than the calm, rolling grasslands. As it is morning, please make a condition check. See how you held up last night. John, Shadow, everybody's okay.
Yeah, that wasn't bad.
Cotton,
Maybe I should get a sleeping bag though.
would you like to gather some herbs?
I would like to attempt to gather some herbs.
Do you want to gather them from the grasslands or the forest?
I think I'll try the grasslands because the forest will going to be in for a little bit longer, it sounds like.
Okay. Make a roll.
Hey, do you need me to hold Winslow while you do that?
Windsor.
His name is Wallace?
Wallace, I'm sorry.
Just like a 16-year-old to forget the name.
Sure, you can attempt to hold Wallace.
And I'll be doing that like beak to head scratch thing.
Wallace doesn't really like it, but he understands that you mean well, so he lets you do it anyway, just to make you feel better. He feels pretty superior over you, though. You make a 10. So, you are in the wood, or you're in the plains.
Grasslands. Yeah.
Grasslands. Is there actually not a grasslands fruit? Oh, no, here it is. You gather the seeds, you gather an actual sunset hime apple. So this is a fruit that resembles an apple. Hime apples are rich and nourishing as their colors deepen like the sunset.
Cool.
Hey, looks like you found something good.
Yeah, it's a sunset heme apple.
Looks delicious.
You can't eat it because I need to get the seeds from it.
Yeah, of course.
Well, that is technically one way to get the seeds from it.
Well,
You just
unless
have
you
to
ate
wait
the
a little
seeds.
while.
Can't eat it.
Just be sure to watch it around this guy.
So, healing herbs are only good for 1 day, unless you use a disposable herb bottle to keep it fresh for a week.
I could also turn that into jam if you want.
That's true. You could turn it into Sunset Hime Apple Jam.
Can I get the seeds out of it?
No, because he turns the
Dang it.
whole apple into jam.
No, I mean like right now. Can I get the seeds out of it?
You want to slice it open and remove the seeds? Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Can you turn the sliced apple into jam?
Yes.
I'll slice it open, get the seeds, and then hand it to him.
You jamming it, bro?
Yeah.
All right. You need to make a magic casting check.
Okay. Let me just get the spell out.
It's gonna cost some MP.
Yes. 22. Okay.
So
Yes,
to
it
cast
costs-
magic, your entire body has to be free to move. You have to be able to speak. You have to have enough MP, and you have to be within range.
I believe I meet all those conditions.
In order to cast magic, you must repeat a fragment of a draconic verse while also imitating the motion of a dragon. Can't wait to hear how you're going to describe this.
I
And even more importantly, it's a dragon of fall, right? So I want you to think very hard about how a fall dragon would move.
I take a sumo-like pose and exactly, and sort of say sumo jam. Or no, sorry. Yeah, I mean, I say something like jamsu. Sorry,
Okay.
and
It's
and
draconic
make a
for jam.
yes, and kind of like do two like stomps, sumo stomps, and then I slam my hand onto the ground, and then the apple just sort of like flattens and bounces up as jam.
Okay. Make a spirit roll. Just one die, just your spirit.
Okay. Is there no button?
Nope, you're just going to have to roll a D, whatever.
I go
Okay.
3.
You have 3 rations made out of delicious Sunset Hime jam.
Oh,
Should be noted that this jam looks like the colors of a setting sun along a mountain range. It's like a mix of pastel orange and like a deep, somber, thoughtful purple. They're mixed together in sort of like a yin yang in each one of these separate jam containers.
Delicious.
looks pretty.
Yeah, it looks great. I guess maybe we can save it for, well, some other time. Unless you guys want to try it now, then I'll show it to. I'll give it
You
one.
do need to eat
to,
rations at some point today.
yeah. Is it like 1 day's worth of rations? You said
Yes.
that.
I think I'll save it because I'm hoping we'll get to the end in time to eat apple pie.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Mark down that each of you uses 1 thing of water, at least for the day.
How much water do
So
we have
now
total?
holds 12 days worth of water. Quartermaster.
Yes. Oh,
If you're ready to travel, I need everyone to make a travel check.
Can I play my spell or my music?
Your music is only for during a calm,
Can I
and
make
it
a
is
new spell?
currently foggy.
Oh, right, because the one session. Gotcha.
Correct.
Okay.
It's not. You can only learn a new song once per session, but if in the future you learned a fog song, you could play it whenever there was a fog.
Gotcha. Okay.
Everyone will need to roll Strength plus Dex. The travel check modifier you need is a 9.
we're just gonna check the. It holds 12 days of water. Does it hold 12 days of water for all of us, or is it 12 days of water for one person?
It
each use
starts
a
at
day?
15, and then it holds 1 person days worth of water
Okay,
per thing. So 15 becomes 12.
that's what I was double checking.
Okay.
It should be only plus 1 and not 2 on that roll. I keep on. I guess I have to press enter when I do the modifier.
Yes. Okay. All right. You pass. Shadow. And
Yes, sir.
Rosemary. Travel check versus difficulty
Yep.
9.
Sorry. And we do not have the +1 anymore, right?
Correct.
Oh, God.
Forgot to add my +1 for Momo.
Oh, why did it
Stick.
add it back in?
It's fine. You both failed horribly.
Yeah.
Neither of you fumbled.
But I got an 8, 7. I didn't have my +1 for my walking stick.
You need a 9.
Oh, my bad. I thought you said 6 again.
Yep. Nope. It's a 9. Both of you have your current HP. It is a long and stressful day in the forest. Wallace maybe is misbehaving. Shadow, as you're in the darkness of the forest, memories of the moon side come back to haunt you.
Some PTSD. Wonderful.
I don't know why I'm laughing, but yes. Next. Well, how do you guys react to that? Let me ask that question. You're all feeling good at the start of the day, but the travel is horrible in this fog.
I guess. I'm going to be prancing along.
Oh, yeah, you're
Everything's really
fine.
for
Yeah.
me.
You're
Yeah, I'm
still
definitely
upbeat.
getting some flashbacks of stuff.
Rosemary, you've literally never been in a forest before.
Yeah, I was going to say, how are you feeling with the forest?
Why are there so many trees here? I keep stepping on things. Why is the ground so uneven?
Have you ever been to a mountain?
No?
That's where there's uneven ground.
That's true.
I can't even see the ground very well. It's dark in here and there's so much fog.
Do you need a light? I mean, I could make a light if you want.
Yeah, I also
Sure,
have my lantern.
I I keep tripping over things. Look how many scrapes are on my arm just from the tree branches. How do you guys walk through the trees?
Does your light spell use your mana?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I could just use the lantern.
I thought we had torches, no lantern.
We do, but we have torches and a lantern. The lantern just protected from wind on
Does
top
the
of
lantern
that.
consume oil or something?
Didn't say so.
I mean, yeah. If
It
you
just
guys,
says it's protected by wind.
if you can break it out before I cast a spell, then we don't need my spell.
I will hold out the lantern and use the light kit to light it.
That works just as good. Yeah. Just gotta keep an eye on your feet, but also keep an eye on where you're going. I mean, you get used to it. Unfortunately, I don't have a song right now for this area yet. I mean, otherwise I would try and keep you guys a little.
I don't think I want a song right now.
No. Okay.
Oh,
It would. I think it would cheer. I mean, doesn't music always cheer you people up?
What do you mean, you
Depends
people? Well,
yeah, what do you mean, you people?
I said people.
Oh.
But yeah, I wouldn't.
Wallace makes a quang noise. You don't understand it, but
Yeah, Wallace. I mean, you like music.
Wallace turns toward you. He's still walking forward, weighed down heavily by the immense weight you've placed on him, and he goes, "Quay."
Maybe I could teach him a song or two, and he could accompany me.
Wallace is my friend.
I think he's trying to steal your friend, and
I mean, can't other people be friends? I mean, I didn't know you're so. Well, I don't know. Constricting.
He can have other friends, but I don't want him to leave with you. I'd miss him.
I mean, just because I teach him a song doesn't mean he has to go anywhere with me.
I want to remind you, you all collectively own Wallace right now.
that's true.
Yeah, but she feels that special connection. I mean, it's her family's chocobo. Chocopo. I mean,
Legally
I wouldn't want
distinct
to take that away.
in every way, conorhughes.
Right. Sorry.
That's fair. I thought you were gonna have him join your traveling band of Chocopo and you.
Only if you join me as well.
That was smooth.
I have to tell you, I can't wait until I hear your Choco polka. You train Wallace to dance along with you? I'm telling you, Choco polka, we're gonna make this happen right at Wyndham debut.
The Chocapoca.
I spelled Wyndham with a Y and Ham with a Y as well. Hym, Wyndham.
All right.
Simon and Wallace's Chocapoca.
No. Not WH. I'll put it in chat for you. This is how I spelled it. Wyndham.
All right, yeah.
Wyndham Chocopoca. Legally distinct.
I would love to see some Chocopoca.
I'll have to write it one day.
I have to tell you, there are a lot of versions of Final Fantasy's Chocobo theme, but the best one is Final Fantasy 15's. If a Chocobo is in the water, it switches to a fully acoustic woodwinds version. It's incredible.
I mean, the Chocobo theme is fantastic.
I mean, Final Fantasy 7R had a heavy metal remix of what was already a metal remix.
Got enough metal for you.
No.
Well, just keep your knees up. I mean, Otherwise, I think we're heading in the right direction. Hopefully, there'll be some apple pie at the end of the day for us if we play our cards right.
I hope
Otherwise-
so.
You can always try to break out that jam, and you'd feel a little better.
Sure. I'll eat the jam to see if it brings my spirits up.
I'll do the same. Does the jam bring up our spirits?
No, but it tastes great.
Oh, well, good jam.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
delicious. I think I would have enjoyed this better if I wasn't grouchy.
Let me see what the actual effect of the jam is.
Yeah, I can check that out.
Well,
You
the
recover
the
2 hit
apple-
points.
Yeah. We do
You
feel
actually
better.
do feel better, and it nutrient rich.
You know what? That was a good idea. I feel a bit better after eating the jam.
Excellent.
Are you eating your jam, Simon?
No, I'm holding off.
Okay. Everybody else
I
is
may
eating.
try and, like-
They're smiling. The slightly sweet, slightly bitter taste of Sunset Hemi apple, and you're just holding on to your jam package, looking at it.
I've had it before, but what I'm thinking is I might put it on top of my apple pie.
Wow, incredible! Apple jam on top of apple pie. Connor Hughes just invented pie a la mode in a fantasy world.
That sounds really good. Now I kind of wish I had saved my jam.
I think it's gonna be really goopy, but who am I? Connor Hughes is the one who's gonna draw it, so it'll probably look delicious. I have to tell you, Connor, that is a subset that if you have the talent to get into, drawing delicious looking fucking food is incredible. Those
Yeah, like
people
Studio
make so
Ghibli.
much money. Oh yeah,
Do they?
Studio Ghibli is literally just like, we make food that looks better than actual food.
They got
They
it
do.
on lock.
They do.
Spirited Away had a few good like tables of food. I
Holy
think.
shit, I can't believe it's midnight.
Spirited Away, I want to eat the thing that they eat when it looks like an onion baby, but I don't know what it is.
Onion baby.
We will pick up.
The food that turns them into pigs. One of them was like a squishy onion baby.
Oh, I forget that.
Do you
We will
want to
pick
finish
up.
the...
Go ahead.
Sorry. Well, I was going to say, do you want to finish the journey checks before so you're
Nope.
not in the middle?
Do you
No?
know?
Okay.
No, we're stuck in the middle of it, and Connor hasn't
Okay.
written anything in the journal. So
I thought I was supposed to do it like afterward or something.
okay,
Oh yeah, do we
well,
switch days now?
this is the second day, but we're gonna have to stop in the middle of it because I didn't realize how far we were. I lost track of time, which is very rare for me.
That's okay. That's a fun.
Chocolate
this
cocoa.
is real fun. Thanks,
Listen,
JP.
John, I'm really glad because I know that I can take the 2 of these people on a ride in random bullshit one-shots, and they'll follow along in the wake of my chaos. I was worried about you because when you joined us, you were like, I play D&D 5e, and I was like, can I get him to play the 50 other RPGs I know
Well,
of?
I mean, I've also played Spellbound Kingdoms and Pathfinder
All right.
1 and stuff.
I mean,
so I've
Ryuutama
played
is
a
not
couple
like any
things.
other game. It's
No,
not like other
well-
girls. Oh, I can't believe I said that out loud. Let me see if you get experience now. I don't think so. I think you get it at the end of a journey, and we did not reach the end. We only are 1 day into the journey.
We did spend like
Yeah, we're gonna
over
make a
the first
lot
half
more
of this
stuff.
session.
We're gonna make much better time next time. The good news is, I level up. I turned into a level 2 dragon, so I'm gonna have to level up during the week.
Cool.
I'm gonna get magical dragon powers, and I'm gonna be awesome. At the end of each journey, each PC gains a number of XP. All right, so you guys need to reach the end of the journey before you get XP.
Okay.
Let's do outros, starting with Cotton.
Cotton and I doodle and stuff. You can find me on AP's Thursday night Battletech show and Pondo the Mad's Sunday night Hunters of Oldburn. And we can go to Connor because he looks busy.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, everybody. My name is Connor Hughes. You can check me out at twitch.tv/Connor Hughes when I stream, which hasn't been often lately, but I will eventually get back to it. Otherwise, look for White Ash in comic book stores near you.
Connor, how can I simp for you if you don't stream? I can't even Twitch Prime sub you unless you stream.
I know. I'm super lame. I will give you that opportunity to sim for me real soon. Promise.
Excellent.
John, what's going on with you?
Hi, I'm John. I don't stream or draw or anything, but definitely follow these guys. They're really talented. And I actually recently looked up your White Ash comic, and it's really cool.
Well, thank you.
Because I saw you guys posting about it in the Discord, and I was like, oh, that's his comic. So I went and looked it up. It's really cool.
Thanks, man.
Next, you're going to have to look up The Game.
Yes.
Where Charlie decided to put no story in it. We're literally right at the edge of something actually happening.
Oh, it's going to be awesome. I can tell you.
I'm fucking upset, Connor. I was like, you can't title drop the game and then not give me anything. I want the juice.
Charlie has this really great style where it always leaves you wanting more, and
He's
I think
a son of a bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. Yeah. Well, but that's how you tell good stories, I guess, sometimes.
I wouldn't know how to tell good stories.
You have a lot of cliffhanger. We've got a cliffhanger right in this thing. Are we going to make it and have apples tonight? Apple pie.
You already know. Well, you don't know if you're going to make it, but you know you're going to survive.
We don't even know if we're going to find our way out of the forest yet.
Yeah, that's true. But you know you're going to survive.
I mean, nothing's guaranteed in life.
Yeah, if
we'll just live in the forest for the end of our days.
Forest for weeks.
We become the Quarry Forest.
Dame Paris shows up with a rescue party, just like we heard you were lost. It's been 7 years.
It's her dad shows up with his crossbow bolt, and he's just I said to take care of my daughter.
I was trying to go for the traditional TV dad.
Oh yeah, no, it's fantastic. It's exactly what I the second he said he was on the porch, I was like, oh my god, he's gonna have a crossbow or a shotgun or something. It's fantastic.
Okay.
But yeah, I guess to you, AP.
Well, I have a cool intro thing now. I don't have a cool outro thing. So we're probably going to do at least one more session of this and maybe a few more sessions. I'm not clear. We'll have to see what the crew's patience with this is. But it seems like you guys kind of like the system.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, it's fun.
Connor
I'm in it for the long haul now.
Yeah, I'll play. Of
course, I would have been if you said let's play it. I would have just won with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I already know. I was just like, Cotton, there's cute animal games. She's like, excellent. When do we begin? And I'm like, I don't know, like 10 years. She's like, I've already made a character. And all
that was the first thing she posted in the chat was, I'm gonna make that. There's a classic makes tons of pet animals.
Is this Wallace the pink chocobo?
Yeah.
He looks so tired. I vibe with him very hard.
Yeah, I knew you would.
We're one and the same now. What if... Oh, fuck. Wallace should have been my secret third form. Damn it.
Wallace,
I said I didn't want my Ryujin to be a member of the story so that I couldn't, Instead, you might have noticed my Ryujin kick this all off by talking to Tybalt.
Yes, I did notice that.
You see,
so I'm wondering precisely.
I'm a blue dragon. I work in mysterious ways, bro.
I'm wondering precisely what compels him to send this letter. Like, are you the Cupid of this world?
It said he does love and friendship and stuff.
It's true. And we're becoming fast friends because of this whole thing. So there's two. He's like interweaving two.
He's trying to ship your characters already.
Connor, it's not just that I'm that good. It's also that K, whatever I name my dragon, is that good as well.
Right.
Together, we fusion danced, and now we're even more powerful. We vibe with each other. We make love happen. Listen, I'm not trying to ship these two characters together. I've been trying for years to ship two people's characters together, and when I did it for Cotton and Connor's other characters, I was like, that's it. I can retire from shipping. I fucking made this happen. I carried them both ways uphill in the snow.
Yeah, you did.
Now that it's happened, I can stop being fucking annoying. Any closing thoughts?
This is a lot of fun. I really liked it.
Yeah.
All right. That's it. We'll be back next week. Legally distinct.